Okay, you guys. One more thing I gotta do. Okay, hi Brenda. Welcome. Uh, Hi Susan. They're coming. They're coming. Yep, take three. Right. Hi Samantha. Welcome, welcome. I hope it stays. Cause all right. Oh, I'm working on my Dresdens over here, and Sandra's doing a her block that she was working on, which is Catch As You Can. Sandra's doing this one, so she'll be back with us here momentarily. I'm hoping that okay, there's Gladys. Hi Gladys.
Hi, I'm here for another 30 minutes or so
Okay, I'm glad you made it back.
until
Waiting
I
on
go
Sandra.
to my appointment.
Sandra's being funny. She goes, take three.
Yeah, I see
Okay.
that. Now Zoom would just behave itself on your side or YouTube. Hi, Samantha. Hi, Susan. Hi, Brenda. I've seen her earlier.
Yeah, Brenda was the first one to come back. So let's see. I'm going to join you guys.
Susan wants to know what you're working on.
Yes, I just told her.
To follow up from last week from my colonoscopy. So
Oh, is that what it is?
yeah,
A follow up to a story.
They know. Okay, everybody saying hi.
Like, now where to go? I had everything up here, and now it's gone.
Terry says I'll be back when YouTube stops acting like a jerk. No video, only chat showing.
Yeah, well, you guys aren't seeing the video? No?
I can see it on YouTube. It's just
Flipped over to Sandra. Now me. What are you
I'm
doing over there,
showing.
Kathy?
Kathy,
I'm
whatever you're
showing.
doing,
Back to
stop.
you.
It's
Okay,
like,
I'm showing. Okay, I'm gonna go to my Kathy's,
now it's only you.
not Sandra.
No, now it's back to me again.
And I keep getting this,
It's flipping
yeah,
full
and
screen.
flashing light.
Okay, now is it okay?
No,
It's you're you're jumping from our head to head to head to head to here to
I'm not
there.
doing anything.
that's on YouTube side.
It's you connecting that other Zoom is what you're doing. You're doing something over there. They're going to get tired of us jumping.
Okay, whatever. I'm going to cancel this and get out of here. Okay.
Whatever you're doing is making me even get.
Disconnect the tablet
All right.
from it.
Okay. Wait.
I hope whatever she's got connected goes away.
And Denise says, I'm not having a problem with YouTube.
I
Yeah.
know.
It's the Zoom portion of the show is what's acting up.
Mm-hmm.
Terry says, in Zoom, go to the top right.
She said, wait.
No, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna hit end. I'm not gonna do any of that because that's gonna mess it all up. So I'm just gonna leave it how it is. Because
Well, watch YouTube on your phone then. We got the top of your head. Gladys, me.
I mean, I'm glad that
We're
we got
jumping.
it all. Okay, let me turn this off. Okay, hold on.
And Terry says, top right of the Zoom screen changed from speaker view to gallery view. But how's that going to stop it from flipping on YouTube?
I've never had it flipping like it's. We've never had this issue.
No, we have not.
But I agree. It is not YouTube. It is the Zoom portion since she connected her tablet.
Well, my tablet's off now.
Yeah, but it's still doing it on Zoom.
I turned it
But
off.
you're going to have to go. Yeah, you're still connected on our end on Zoom. And
Well,
it's
yeah,
flashing
I need to be
back
connected.
and forth.
I don't get that on my tablet because it's separate. It's on
But
Zoom.
everybody give a thumbs up for the third. There, it finally went off. Thank you. Now let's see if it stops on YouTube. If
I
not,
don't
you're
have-
stuck with me.
I don't
there's
have the
top
tablet
Kathy's head.
on YouTube, so
It's still flipping.
okay. There we go.
There.
We're back.
Spit out.
Woo! I don't know if we could take much of that. That was definitely weird.
Okay, so if I'm actually, Terry, I'm afraid to touch anything at this point. Oh my gosh. Right now, I'm afraid to touch anything at all.
Don't need to kick out 3 or
Yeah,
4
there you
times.
There you go.
See, I forgot what I was even sewing.
Thank you, Samantha.
You're sewing the block.
Zach says, internet trouble back on Quilt Block website again, ladies. Yes, we're back. We're back. I was having Zoom problems before I even came on.
Okay, Zach, that is the link to get to this particular block. I posted it. That'll take you into the start of the page, and then it should say download this block from here. That's how you get to it. We can't do the direct step anymore. We don't have permission for that far. Okay. This is the correct one. It's like
Okay, so
I
that's
took Bailey outside during our breaks. I took a peanut calorie break. I did all sorts of things while we was on break. And thumbs up again, everybody. Exercise those thumbs.
Aren't you glad that we went on break?
Well, Bailey come in and was whining at me.
You had to go out.
Yeah.
That was a good time. Any mention on whether or not you're going to watch your grandkids coming up here for, for all eternity?
Well, The only thing that any of us know is she's going to work 3 12-hour shifts. That's all we know. Which 3-hour or 3 12-hour? And
Well,
you're welcome.
Doesn't she work days?
That's all. CNAs work 24 hours a day. They're needed in all shifts, and the shifts that they're usually needed is graveyards. That's where Austin's at, graveyards.
Sandra, you can't babysit graveyard.
I no. Casey and Jamie would be babysitting while she works. And then Emily would have to bring them in to me, and then she'd have to pick them up on her way home. Yeah.
Wait, if they're at home, why would Emily bring them to you?
Because, okay, if she works, let's say 10 to 10, Emily has to be at work at 8. Casey has to be at work at 4:30. Jamie has to be at work at 7. And if Alicia's still at work at 10 and an hour drive home, somebody needs to watch them until 11. So I either have to go out to their house. See, Emily would have to get up, leave her house to go over to Casey and Jamie's house while the kids are sleeping. So Emily is totally disrupted. It's a chaotic mess that we're thinking ahead, and it's like, do we want to think ahead?
Well,
so we're not thinking ahead until it hits.
but what if it's day? Like 7 to 7 or.
Well, 7 to 7, she has an hour plus to get to work. She has to get parked, walked in, signed in, all before 7. So that would be, she'd have to leave like 5:30 in the morning. And then we got the same thing. Do I go out there until they wake up? Because I'm not staying out there for 12 hours plus.
But if there's nobody there to watch them,
they have to be brought somewhere. Yes. So until it happens, I'm not thinking that far ahead. If you know what I mean. I don't need a headache. It's already a headache.
It's going to happen.
Yeah. So
okay, how about some good news? Zach says, thanks so much. I remember this website. Terry, maybe that is not the job for a young mom. Yeah, but she's worked really hard to be a nurse, so
So is Austin, and it's like sometimes things don't work out. But she supposedly signed up for 3 12-hour shifts. We don't know what they are. She signed a contract because there's a sign-on bonus. So we just have to wait and see. It isn't the perfect thing for a young mom is to have a man that supports you or live with mom and dad and hope that they don't kick you out.
Yeah, that would work too. I mean,
but she has a car payment. She has auto insurance. Casey's paid her cell phone since they got cell phones.
That's nice of Casey.
He pays, I think, $350 a month for child support. I think that she needs to be a stay-at-home mom for as long as she can. Go back to the bartending job that you can work nights when grandma comes home. When her mom comes home, so she can watch the kids. It's not fair to that mother, but my daughter-in-law to work her 40 plus hours a week and then have to come home and babysit again.
No,
but
there isn't.
Yeah, I agree 100%, Terry. She should wait until the babies are a little bit older. And she has to pay back her college grant. Also,
You didn't get the Pell Grant, huh?
there wasn't any. And right now, Emily's going to college classes and working full time herself. So, what do you do?
You call on Gigi Mom.
Thank you.
What you do, you call on Gigi Mom. Which isn't fair to you.
Yeah. Okay. Here's what two quadrants together. Right. They're not sewed together. They're together. And you get this imaginary square with actually two. Okay, Denise says there is no job is right for a young mom when you have to work outside the home and children are not in school, but it has to be done. Family support is what gets you through it most of the time. But, Brenda says, I gotta go. Bye, Brenda.
Goodbye, Brenda. Thank you for coming.
And Lori says, hide and seek, you're it. Bye, Brenda. She come in just in time for Brenda to quit playing hide and seek. And see, you're starting to get the secondary block. The pinwheel that's in the middle is slowly coming to life. And we don't know where she's getting this. She thinks that she can move to Spokane, pay rent, get the kids to the babysitter, and survive. How? We want to see that.
Is that where the hospital is in Spokane?
Uh-huh. But more power to her. When she signs that lease, she's stuck there. And the family's all trying to tell her, drive from here. It's 3 days a week. And hello, Donna Armstrong.
Hi, Donna. Welcome.
And Valerie Bull. It's hard to believe. It's hard to have children without people to help. Daycare is too expensive for most people. Yeah, having daycare for two. She'd be better off living closer to Douglas and Marissa. But does Marissa need 5 kids?
No.
I mean, I did it, and she would struggle through it. But she has her health issues that she has to take days off also. And then it's just one of those things. With everything going with Austin and Melinda and Alicia, it's like, please, Michaela up in Alaska, I wish she wasn't up there, but you gotta let them spread their wings and try it. Unfortunately, you have to let them spread their wings and try it. And Laurie Clark says, I know I have not been here that much this week, but you can't hide from me.
Good. All right, Lori. You know, life gets in the way of things, and you know.
Yeah.
Doesn't always turn out the way you want it to.
But, oh, at one time I was going to tell you, I'm invited out for dinner, or did I? And they're having my favorite foods. Not. They're having cherry cheesecake, gross, and corn bread on chili, gross and gross.
So you don't want to go.
I said, why should I go out to dinner when I got to go out and buy me dinner and take it with me? When I can stay in my warm house and eat something I will eat. And see, Terry says, it is not a winning situation. I couldn't work until the kids got older. I had a non-participating ex. My parents worked, so I struggled many years. My heart goes out to her. No easy solution. Gross and gross, says so Terry. Yes! Thank you, Terry, for being me backbone. It's like, yeah.
The only thing is if Sandra's watching them, you know, the 3 12-hour days, then we're going to miss Sandra because she can't come on. That's my thing.
But if they're Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or whatever, that's what we got to figure out. It's like, don't put the horse before the cart yet. We have to figure some things out.
Okay, before Gladys leaves, I want you guys to remind you that she'll be on tomorrow at 4 o'clock Central Time, 2 o'clock my time, and 5 o'clock Eastern Time. Okay? She'll be back tomorrow. Am I going to be with you, Gladys?
Hello, Maureen.
Huh?
Haven't decided yet.
Okay, she hasn't decided yet.
And I'm going to be out in the cold zone, wondering what the heck I am doing out there, besides going to go see family.
Hi, Maureen. Welcome.
Hello, Maureen. These people need to have better control and no February birthdays, because February baby showers are cold. I've attended a January one, and I had to go through a snowstorm to get to it. Now we got February ones that we're going to freeze to get to. You know, going on sheets of ice to get someplace is not fun.
Nope.
And I got to go check, see if Courtney's on later today or not. One of those things. And the only...
Terry says I would be a no-show.
Says Courtney will be on tonight. You would be a no-show? I took the time to get this quilt done. That's the worst part. Well, but why do we have to have such warm temperatures?
Guess who Nancy's here? She says, I bet if you done 32 at a time, half square triangles.
Oh, that's a lot.
I did it once and I didn't like it. It was a roadmap of it's best if you have that paper or draw it out on a piece of paper so you remember the roadmap. It's confusing. Because on the actual paper of that, and it's only 10 inches and you got all these intersections. It does work. For little ones. I'd hate to see how big a piece we'd have to have for bigger half square triangles. And Maureen says, I could not believe how cold it was in Tennessee last week. I was expecting it to be much warmer. Ooh, that doesn't make it for fun. One thing is, you think you got it all figured out, and then you get there, and good old Mother Nature does what she wants to do.
When I told my little brother happy birthday, he said, thanks, sis. And then he goes, it's cold here. Because he just moved to Tennessee from California. So he's not used to that.
Yeah. And Terry says it was easy. It is easy if you draw out your roadmap. Get it all drawn, draw your arrows. First time I did it, I went on the wrong side of the road. That's why it's not I make them individually. Or in sets of 4 anyway, or 8.
Okay, I'm leaving.
Okay, goodbye, Gladys.
Goodbye. Have fun.
I don't think so.
Good results.
Yep.
We don't want change of results. Is there a good spot to get Mona did a video. Did her line show up well? And Maureen says, hi, Nancy. I did them. I paper pieced them for something different.
How'd it turn out?
All the half square triangles, you end up with 32 2-inch half square triangles.
That's a lot for triangles. A lot.
Somebody will have to draw that road map out for Kathy.
Yep.
You have a New York Beauty I enjoyed. Terry says she has a New York. And Maureen says, all day in the park in Dollywood, 3 days straight. Thank God for the shows. You could warm up. Okay. Yeah. You start with a 10-inch square, Kathy, and when you're all done, you've made 32 half square triangles. There's one heck of a road map to follow. Let me see. Come on, turn off. Where's an image? Does anybody have a good picture of it?
Probably not.
Yeah, it's like if I can keep it up here, Kathy. This is after the white
I'm
spots
coming.
is where it's been cut. Stay there. That's that's the cut lines, the white. And on each side, those white drawn on the 10-inch square is where you sew. You go corner to corner. That corner, yeah. There's all sorts of them.
I just turned it on. Why? Why?
Kathy hasn't seen it yet.
Not yet. Oh, there it is. Okay, I see it.
See all those white lines? That's where they
Uh-huh.
cut. And you sew on each side of those. That was a 10-inch square.
Oh, wow. That would be, and then you get your 32 triangles. I see.
Yeah.
And 8 times 4. And what is it for?
If you want to make well, first off, it sells papers for whoever has the papers available to purchase them. And it's done in the Tree of Life block because their tree has 32 half square triangles in it. My tree only has 20 half square triangles. Because I changed my tree because I made him smaller. I don't even know what I did with my tree.
Okay. Maureen says she's pretty good at half square triangle paper piece or the regular way. And
Yes.
Terry, it is a cross and then an X. You don't sew on the cross. Valerie, are you enjoying your trip, Maureen? And Maureen, Beverly, if you are watching, how are you feeling? I hope better. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Agree. What day was it I called her? Maureen, Valerie, I'm back. I came back Sunday night. We were there for the last days before Dollywood closed until March. That the same.
But my half square triangles had to be trimmed down anyway. Because I needed 1 3/4, not 2.
Today, whenever you're ready, you can turn off the heater. Please.
And thank you.
I'm not saying I won't want it back on, but for now.
The visual one, instead of watching someone on YouTube and it going by so fast that your head can't keep up with it. I went to linsavenue.com, 32 half square triangles. She has nice big pictures with black with white lines to show you where to sew and where to cut.
I got a phone call from Bartels. Saying ready.
I got to call a pharmacy today. get my eye drops ordered.
Do you pay cash or does the insurance?
I have to pay for all mine.
Wow.
I give them my credit card's on record there. And I give them permission and a code, and they then charge it to me, and they ship it to me for free.
Candy says, I got a message that I was missed here.
Yeah.
You are missed here, Candy.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Lori was giving you a message saying she's sorry for something that she was supposed to send out.
Okay. Yeah. No, she was gonna email her or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yep. It was something they set up the day before.
Oh, I remember what it was. She goes, I haven't forgotten. I'm still gonna email you, Candy.
Yes.
That's what it was.
We all get busy in life.
We do. Maureen says, well, Dee says, thanks for the link, Terry. And then Maureen says, I will tell you one thing, unless it's a family event, I will never go on vacation where it's cold. Never bothered me before, but now since I'm old, I can't stand the cold. And Maureen, Candy, you are always missed.
And
see, I moved to the cold deliberately. What does that say about me, Maureen?
I would like to go to someplace warmer, but my family's not there. I need my family.
Yep. And they need you. I think they need you more than you need them.
But I am.
Okay, Lori writes, hi, Candy. I have not forgot to email you. I'm busy doing paperwork and figuring out computer issues.
Well, when you get computer issues figured out, let Kathy know.
I know. Check on Zoom for me, will you? No, it's just today. Something's going on with Zoom. I don't know.
Yeah, she's had issues since we started today. Yep. See, I got another quadrant ready to sew together. Another 4-patch.
Is that what you're calling a 4-patch, a quadrant?
Yeah. Well, you have to make 4 of these 4 patches. So it's 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. So that'd be a quadrant, wouldn't it?
Oh, I see. Yes.
So.
Okay. Laura's saying Lori, not Laura. Did I say Laura? When I said Lori, I'm sorry. No, I said Lori, I'm so sorry. If I said Laura, I meant to say Lori. Yeah, now I'm getting confused.
I've been confused all day. Oh, I guess I should be unconfused and go let a dog in.
Candy's having tummy issues today. I'm sorry, Candy. I'm
going to let Bailey in before she gets really bad.
I really, 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 really hate that. Yep, I agree, Maureen. You may not have picked them, but you're stuck with them, right?
She was right on that door saying, let me in, thank you. Yeah, that sun coming through my window is really nice.
Has Diane come back? Yeah, she came back a week ago already. Yes. And Maureen said, while you're gone, Sandra, you're right. Family is very important.
Yes.
And Candy says, I think I'm at the point of aging that I can't just eat whatever I want anymore. No.
It's like, yeah, there's all sorts of things we can't do as we get older.
But we still do it.
Yeah. It's like I should have went out a long time ago and started my four-wheeler in case it did snow. But when I was down and out in Beverly Hills with the COVID, I didn't care.
You
And I still haven't went out there because it's cold.
You were just trying to stay warm.
Yeah. I am not a cold weather person, but I live in it because this is where my family is.
You should be acclimated to it by now.
You can't acclimate to cold.
Yes, you can.
You can't acclimate to hot. It's like they say, it gets so hot you can't live without your air conditioners. But when your air conditioner quits working, who's the first to complain?
You.
The person that
can't live without it.
Yeah, that person that says they can't live without it. So,
okay. Where we at? All right, let's see. Candy says Laura is the sweetest person. Yes, she is. No argument here.
I gotta share my title with her.
Hang on. Maureen, you love them all, but they are the ones you get along with better than others. Yep, family.
Yep.
Chase, honey, Mommy hasn't had her good morning kisses. What's up with that?
I don't know if I can share my title too many times.
Hey. Yes, you can. Well, let's see. Diane's the original.
I've always been undercover.
So you can share it with Diane.
I can share with Laura.
And then with Laura.
See, as the pieces come together, the blocks coming together more and more. One quadrant to go.
Candy says, Sandra, yes, you do.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I'm ironing these all, and as I'm going along and I see any threads, I cut them off.
Florida's going to have a problem that 1 week I'm there. You know that.
What kind of a problem is she going to have? Do I want to know?
Well, there's going to be quilters meeting up. Can they take us?
Laura's a quilter.
Yeah. Laura's going to be there. Susan Munger's going to be there. Her mother Barb's going to be there. Poor Craig.
Who's Mother Barb?
Poor everybody. Huh?
Who's Mother Barb?
Susan Munger's mother's name is Barb.
Oh, okay.
The one that is selling her long arm to me. Her long arm, her featherweight. I'm thinking I need to long arm a quilt, but it's like.
Yeah, I'm going, what do you need a long arm for? But okay, you want to buy one. That's what I was thinking.
Well, I have to make the baby. I have another baby quilt that needs made.
Right.
But I need to get backing for Nora's, which I got gotta pick out, get ordered, blah 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 blah.
When do you have to have the
Beautiful.
next baby quilt done?
And then I gotta get the baby quilt done. I wish it was a girl. I would have a blast, but I gotta make it gender neutral.
Okay, Candy, not only did I get an awesome sewing machine, but it has my favorite color on it, which is what color is your favorite, Candy? And Maureen, I mailed out 4 blocks. I need more envelopes. I sent Sandra, Laura, Susan, Munger, and Linda Denton.
Now, I think, was it Susan and Barbara's? You can send it in the same envelope to save, they said. I think that's what was said sometime or another. Because they don't live far apart. There's so many things to try to remember.
Yep.
I could mail all mine out, but I'm waiting for Kathy.
So each of the envelopes will have 2 of them in it, one from me and one from Sandra. Maureen,
Yes.
Candy, glad you love your machine. What color is it? And Candy, Kathy, Sandra knows it's the same. Purple?
Yes,
Is it purple?
Purple's her favorite. Yeah, that's a good subtle hint right there, right?
I know.
Same as Sandra's.
Didn't have to take me long to figure it out.
I gotta order my shelf unit. It's like I don't need it, but I need it. It's on the tab. I just have to make sure. One more thing. I just have to make sure one more thing. If there's an accessory I want purchased or not.
On the unit thing itself?
No, I have all these books and things that are standing here. Do I want to stand them up on that shelf or move this fabric from that shelf to that shelf? And then I would have a shelf to stand books up on. See, I just talked myself. I will just order the stand.
Okay, how big is it?
It's going 4 foot wide, 18 inches deep, but I have to cut the legs down to fit the space or cut a hole in my shelf, one of the two. It's
Well,
too tall.
You don't want to cut a hole in the shelf. Come on, Sandra.
I know that. So I will cut the legs down so they're shorter. Why? Because I can.
Why? Because it's there.
It's just me. Okay. One gets pressed one way, the other one gets pressed the other way, blah, blah, blah. Did I do it the right way? Yes, I did. But it's got adjustable shelves because the first shelf is going above the table I'm sewing on right now. So where I'm turning to go to my ironing board, it'll still be there, but I'll have shelves above that pressing station. That I can store the stuff that's sitting around here. And it has wheels, so I can pull it out if I drop something behind it.
Yep. Where are you getting it from?
Amazon.com. I have one of those wire racks in that bedroom with my cabbage patches on it. I have one of the wire racks in my kitchen with my toaster oven, microwave, and accessories on it. And I have 1, 2, 3 out in my garage with stuff. 2 have got Christmas decorations stored on it. One's got Halloween and camping on it. As you can tell, I love the shelf.
Mm. Do you have to move anything out of your room to make room for it?
The TV tray that I'm using to press on.
Okay, I'm almost done ironing these. I was watching my videos yesterday on the other ones that I did when I did the Dresden, right? And there was one part where you're supposed to turn them like on this right here. They're supposed to be facing right sides together, right? Well, I did one that wasn't, and I noticed it right away when I went back, when I was doing it. So I go, catch it, catch it, catch it. I didn't catch it. And I go, I think I called myself a dumb ASS. But then in the end, I did catch it because I had to. Catch it. Maureen, Sandra, I sent you the panel with some Happy Meal. Where did Sandra go?
I'm here.
Oh. Did you hear what I said?
Yes, I did. It's like my phone actually is not letting the noises come through.
Yay.
That's scary. What's wrong with my phone?
So thank Maureen.
And thank you, Maureen. It's like, oh,
It's
trying to do trying to remember what step I'm doing because this block is going to be done while this live is on.
well,
Helps if you put the blade out in your rotary cutter. Cutting with nothing is cutting with nothing.
you still have about 45 minutes. So you're good.
Yeah, if I can remember what my brain's doing. And my 83-year-old lady that wants the Happy Meals.
Mm-hmm.
She says, I want you to take $10, go up, get me a Happy Meal with 2 extra toys, and you eat the food, and she wants her a surprise with the other stuff when I bring it over.
What kind of surprise?
The toys that McDonald's have are in white wrappers, so you don't know what you're getting.
Oh.
I will know what she's getting because of the simple fact I can see through the bag. But she wants to open them up and feel and touch and then I describe them to her. I've described every Happy Meal toy that she's purchased. We used to do the Beanie Baby craze. We used to do the Barbies and Matchbox car craze, Hot Wheels craze, whatever they had. During the Beanie Baby craze, this one gal needed so many of these Beanie Babies. I just needed 7, my 6 grandkids. And myself. Well, she wanted my other 3 because we was limited 10. It was limited. And then it was going by so fast. You wouldn't believe how many women was in that line to get Happy Meals. We couldn't ask for, we had to take Happy Meals plain or the way they came. That was the only 2 options. They wasn't going to sit there and make 5 this way and 2 this way and 1 this way. We had to take them as they was. But they would let you do plain. So I did plain. Because the simple fact, I separated them. I come home, if I didn't have the grandkids at my house, I came home and I dismantled them, put the buns in a Tupperware thing. Hamburger patties all went in a Ziploc bag. The French fries went in Ziploc bags in the freezer. Then when the grandkids was there, we couldn't call it tater tot casserole. We made McDonald's casserole. It's like we crumbled up the hamburger patties and put it in with the, all the stuff. And it's like we crumble. We didn't do tater tots on top. We did the French fries. Then we had the buns for when we had hamburgers later, out of our meat or manwiches. We did sloppy joes with the hamburger patties. We did spaghetti with the hamburger patties. We did all sorts of things with the McDonald's parts. It was fun. It was fun. All of us ladies going to McDonald's, getting all this stuff. Just something we did. But she can't participate in it. Yep. But where she can't participate in it, it makes it where. So I describe everything to her.
Why can't she participate in it?
Because she can't drive anymore.
Oh.
And her son won't bring her over. Her son, he will buy a Happy Meal, eat it, and once in a while, he might bring her over the toy. Not very often. Her friend went to McDonald's the other day and got the toy. And didn't open the bag. Like almost sewed that together the wrong way. White needs to touch white because this is the outside corner. But it was just one of those things. It's fun. I turned my other thing on so I could at least see the chat.
Well, if you don't mind, you know,
Huh?
if you don't mind doing it for her, then that's all.
Yeah. So last night she says, I want, but I can go up and just buy her the Happy Meal toys. I don't have to buy a Happy Meal. Our town is not forcing us to buy the Happy Meal. But over in the town next to me, Moses Lake, you have to buy the Happy Meal. And then you can buy an additional toy.
Well, okay. What do they charge for the toy?
$1.69 in tax. And Maureen says, when you were collecting and couldn't stand the thought of eating another Happy Meal, you go feed the birds. Yep, that's one thing I thought about, Maureen, but I had the 6 grandkids that was needing fed too, so I just did it the other way. It was, they love taking those burgers out and say, yep, we're not using ground beef, we're using McDonald's. Change the recipe. They had a blast. It's like Douglas, they got to pick what they wanted on their birthdays. And we went camping on Douglas's birthday. And he got to pick what he wanted. And it's like, he picked turtle burgers. And it's a hamburger patty with hot dogs. And you cut the hot dogs where you insert the legs. So these hot dogs lay across your hamburger patty. And then on top of that, you put strips of bacon. And then after that's cooked, and you have to bake them. In other words, you lose everything. And then it's, after the bacon's cooked, then you put the cheese on top, and it formed over that bacon that's crisscrossed on the back of that hamburger patty. It looks just like a turtle. And then you put it in the hamburger bun. It looked like this. He was eating a turtle. They
Maureen
had a
says,
blast with that.
that's sad. We do so much for our kids and getting her a Happy Meal so she could enjoy the toy. Seems such a little thing to do.
Yes.
And Denise, back then the Happy Meal was still tasty.
Well,
Not so much anymore.
Melinda, on this last one, to try to get all 12 of the toys, I had 2 to go. And she went to the gals. She says, can you look through these bags and find these last 2 my mom needs? Because she's turning into a chicken nugget. That's what she told them. I was turning into a chicken nugget. But Melinda don't know. I have chicken nugget because this is 2 Happy Meals in a row that I've had to do this for this friend. And the other one, we got 10-piece chicken nuggets. 10 pieces, too many chicken nuggets for me.
For those that care, So Yaz Live.
How you got a link up to it?
Yeah.
Oh. Have you went and
Definitely.
even tried to purchase anything off of over there?
No, I've watched it, but I've never bought.
You don't have if they don't have big quantity and you don't have a high speed, it's a challenge to get to. It's like going to Margaret Lewin's when she was selling that person's fabric.
Mm-hmm. I did
It's
pretty
like,
good over there.
I didn't even try. It's like, there were so many of you guys that wanted it. Okay. There are.
Laura says, don't care.
Yeah.
I
So,
think the
yeah,
cheese at Mickey D's can survive anything. I've had cheese at bottom of bag left in car in 100-degree heat and it never melted. Oh my God.
I asked him if it was made of plastic. There is the 4 quadrant pieces sitting together, Kathy. You can see.
Yep.
They're
Very
not
pretty.
sewed. And see the pinwheel in the middle.
Pinwheel in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to get up a little bit closer. I see it.
It's an on-point pinwheel, but it's still a pinwheel.
Hey,
But you
a
see,
pinwheel is a pinwheel.
this yellow paisley makes a box.
Mm-hmm.
And these are just shadowed pieces. But it's like,
Looks great, Sandra, says Samantha. It does, doesn't it?
thank
Looks
you.
really, really good.
But I ordered a fillet of fish, and that thing was so soggy. It wasn't that crisp that I liked their fish at. And I asked them for no tartar sauce and no cheese. It came with the cheese. Well, they wouldn't take it back, but they gave me my next fillet of fish. I brought that thing home. That piece of cheese picked up off that fish, not even leaving a trace of that cheese on there. So I had an extra meal thanks to them.
Well, that was nice of them.
Yeah. So I had the extra meal. Okay, this one here. I'm going to quickly flip that seam the other direction.
Okay, so I have to give my focus on the Dresden. That's the red, white, blue star. And Farmville Vintage, Mr. Scarecrow. Okay, Laura, my 2024 motto is out versus in, more leaving my house versus coming in. Okay. And Denise, that means you're going to clear out your fabric, huh? I'm here, Laura. Denise, Sandra, of course it's beautiful. Wish I could coordinate colors like you do. Maureen, what bothers me in McDonald's is the fish sandwich. You have a square piece of fish and a rectangular piece of cheese. What the hell is that all about?
On a round bun. You have a round bun with a square fish with they put half a slice of cheese, Kathy.
I didn't know that. Jack puts the whole piece, the whole slice.
Yeah.
Wow.
They put half a piece of cheese.
Donna Dixon says, I think I figured out this flying geese paper piecing. Phew. And Denise, they microwave the fish. You have to go on an expedition to find the burger on the top, on the too large bun. The cheese is artificial and it costs too much. Candy,
And when
I don't eat American cheese, so my sandwich would just have the tartar sauce.
And I won't eat the tartar sauce, but I make them put the cheese in a thing on the side because they're not going to get my money.
Jen loves her cheese.
And see, I can bring it home and sneak it to Bailey, or I can throw it out the window and feed an animal somewhere. It's just my way.
Yep. Do frogs eat cheese?
Frogs eat insects.
I was thinking about your Mr. Frog out there.
I haven't fed him anything. And I haven't heard him since that day.
Well, I hope he's okay.
Well, it's cold out there. He's probably down underneath my house, cuddled up with his woman or man or whatever. Just saying.
How about his kiddos?
Okay, I got those two quadrants sewed together. Now I can flip them over. I hate when you're pressing in a hurry and you get a wrinkle, but it's like, it'll fix.
Sandra, you got a lot of time. It's not even 12:30.
No, I'm just trying to get it done.
You don't have to be in a hurry. Denise, I can't wait for Lent. The fish sandwiches are usually on sale 2 for $5.
Wow.
I don't like the fish sandwiches. I'm sorry.
Well, I bring them home and I put them in my toaster oven until they're crisp. Then I put that square thing back in the round bun and eat it. And if the bun's soggy, then I will toast the bun a little bit. Lightly toast.
Yep. I get it.
Melinda, when she went to the store the other day, she goes, "Ooh, my mom would like this." She brought me one of those little shrimp rings that has the cocktail sauce that I've never used to make shrimp cocktail, I guess. I don't know what that is. But I just take the shrimp and I just brown it with garlic. That's me. I like garlic powder and butter on my shrimp.
Nothing wrong with that.
But she hates fish.
Candy says, Denise, I didn't know that. I'll have to remember that. And then Candy, well, I'm going to go see everyone later. Okay, have a great weekend. Hey, we won't be
Okay.
back till Monday. As the mamas and the papas would say, Monday, Monday, da, da. Can't trust that day. Hey, is Jen up, Dave?
Was that with Cass Elliot? Or
Yeah, that was Cass, Mama Cass.
I don't know. I just took.
Very
that's
good,
all I did.
Sandra.
Oh no, go buy a lottery ticket. Run fast.
Okay. Maureen, I buy them more often during Lent too. They are very expensive. And
Yeah.
Sandra, yummy shrimp, says Candy. What is
Yeah.
how much are they?
The fish sandwich right now?
Mm-hmm.
I think they're $4 something
Just for the fish.
for the fish fillet. The good old fish fillet.
Not a frickin' fillet.
Yeah. I don't know. Fillet of fish. Isn't that what they call it? I don't know how they get.
I don't know.
I think they copyrighted the title of the fish burger as the fish fillet
Could be.
or something. It's like, I don't know.
Denise says, Candy, don't hold me to that. With the increase companies are making, that will probably change. And Candy said,
Okay.
okay, Denise. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, Denise. Really wouldn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Sharon's already saying, well, what are we going to do next month? Because we don't have to go to McDonald's for a month. Because they're doing what they call clean their inventory. So when you go in, you don't know what you're getting in your Happy Meal. You don't have.
Throw something in there, right?
Yep. And it's just like we was discussing what they used to have for what they call toddler toys and what they have now. Ooh, it's disgusting.
I remember Jack in the Box. They did the Disney, the 101 Dalmatians,
Yep, I have.
Dumbo.
We have quite a few 101 Dalmatians someplace in a shoebox.
Was it from the Jack in the Box?
I don't know if it was Jack in the Box or if it was McDonald's, but they
We
were
did
so heavy we couldn't put them on the branch of the tree.
we did Lady and the Tramp. All kind. I had them all. I put them all on my dashboard, and somebody stole them.
We did Pokemon from Burger King. We had all sorts of them things everywhere. And they came with those round orbs.
The red and white balls.
Yep. And then those balls was recalled.
Why?
We never give up any of ours. The grandkids, Melinda might have got rid of them. I don't know.
They're Pokeballs. That's what you need to catch the Pokemon.
And then I used to always want. I lost my Squirtle somewhere. One of my grandkids took it or something. I don't know. Could have been a dog chewed it up. Because trying to keep up with 6 kids, the toys and the dogs and the cats, and dear God, we didn't live on a farm. Okay. Here is the block completely sewed together.
What size is that design board thing?
I took the board that was at the store and I cut a square. So it is 15 by 15.
Wow.
Because the boards were 15 by something. I forget what.
Okay, your block is beautiful.
It's done.
Beautful, and you have 24 minutes to spare.
Yeah, so now I can put this up and not be the hand model. The hand model or the holy jeans. It's like I'm wearing these pants until they gone.
Until you
One
can't
pant.
wear them anymore.
One pant leg isn't ripped at all. One is. Because this is the one Bailey, she always comes up on.
Let me guess. The right leg is.
The left leg is the actually ripped one.
Well, how can she get to that?
Because when I sit in my chair in the other room, my left leg is closest to her. So when she comes in here, I got a couple little marks from her. It's starting to rip on my right leg.
That makes sense.
I could put this up on the wall with the others, but they're just laid up on top of the elephant. I turned it over and I seen a seam pressed the wrong way.
Okay, I have all these are done in groups of 4. I already did the 2, like this one. Okay, so now I got groups of 4, and I'm going to go over there to the sewing machine. Wait, I see some threads here. Maybe I'll sew some more of these first. And then I'll go over there and do that. groups.
Taking down the other ones and putting them side by side.
Taking down what other ones? Okay, so how many more? How many more do I have to sew over here? Okay, everybody's remembering to do the thumbs up, right?
For the third time today, yes.
Once a smart aleck, always a smart aleck, right?
Here, I'll turn this a little bit so you guys can see the design wall with all three of them on it. One with the yellow, one with the turquoise, one with the yellow. I'm rotating the paisley prints.
Jen! Oh man, I can't believe she just did that. Not funny. Okay, I got an extra one here. I don't know why.
So Terry says, does it really help? I thought it only helps when you're monetized. Yeah. There's still things you have to do in order to be some of the stuff.
Monetized.
Yeah.
Yes. And I did it, but I don't know what's going on.
Well, you got that money that's sitting there that's not going to come to you until you hit the $100.
Correct.
And you can do that monthly club.
Yes, I can do that. For anybody that wants to join the club, you may join. I think it's $4.99 a month.
You get to pick. It can be $1.99 and it can go up. But until you make it to the 100, you're not going to get the money anyway.
No, but every little bit helps to get to the 100.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah, if that's what you want.
I know. If anybody wants to do the monthly, I think Tracy, yeah. But if anybody wants to do the monthly, I will certainly do things in that.
You meet together on Zoom and that stuff.
Doing things, making things, doing things. That just you guys would see it. Carrie, I think you have to label your videos with a specific interest, like Log Cabin Block, Cross Stitch Tuesday in the title, so it can be found by people searching those things. I did do that. Yep, Laura says, my personal opinion is there's too many free options. I will not pay.
And we have fun getting together as friends,
Mm-hmm.
even though we've never met in person.
Mm-hmm.
We're friends. Everybody chats to everybody. But sometimes the chat gets carried away and you lose content of someone watching the content creator.
Some tea. Please. Well, you know, I agree, Sandra, and I don't pay for anybody,
I don't.
but there are people out there that do. You know, or what's that called? Patreon.
It's the same thing, I think.
I'm not sure what Patreon is, but
You pay a fee every month.
yeah, Robin talks about hers. Robin over at RS Island Crafts.
Lisa Cape and Quiltz she moved everything over into Patreon. I'm not sure what it is because I don't plan on doing it.
Jean said that you know, she was doing all that and then she decided against it and took it all down. So Terry, yes, I was just wondering because you mentioned the thumbs up, just asking. No, it's thumbs up.
I think it's because everybody says it. But see, over on like Becca's, you never hear Becca say anything about, did you give me thumbs up? You don't hear it at Tiffany's.
Because they get tons of thumbs up. It's just natural. They get a whole bunch every time they go on.
Terry says Patreon is like a tip bucket. Like you can give $1 a month. That may be something you want to do. Does Patreon, is that a place that's going to take 10% and then you have to be a certain amount before you get your money? I don't know.
I've heard several creators talk about Patreon, that they do special things for their Patreon people. But then Robin, she does it and she ends up giving it to the regular people anyway. You know?
No.
Sure, it would help me to have people help me out, you know, but I'm good the way I am. Denise, what are you offering in your club? Different, you know, different patterns, different things to make, different things that we're not doing right now, you know, different things is what I was thinking. If anybody wanted to do it, I would actually sit down and use my feeble brain to think of something. What I would want to start off with or whatever.
But Becca and Tiffany don't say thumbs up. It's the people down below that say thumbs up.
Laura, again, my personal opinion, I don't give thumbs up on the way in anymore. What I didn't like the content.
Yeah.
Gee, Laura, don't you love me anymore? I'm so heartbroken.
There's so many different things you go into on these things.
Well, yeah, and I do for Becca, Tiffany, Courtney. I think Courtney has Patreon. Now that I think about it,
I don't know.
You know, just things like that. And if somebody's really interested in being with me and wanting to come into the Patreon or whatever, then yes, I'll sit down and think of stuff that we can do. And the time that we can do it.
But the way they all want 10%, 10%, 10%. We're just supporting that other, the middleman, which is YouTube or whoever.
Yeah, they just automatically take it, you know. Terry, because they want their videos boosted to create a big channel.
And the bigger the channel, the more the viewers, the more they get from YouTube, from the
Mhm.
commercials.
See, that's not what I'm not in for that, okay? I'm just paid channels and the creator